everybody's good. This is not anything new. This is the same types of questions that were on your homework last night. I'm asking you for the relationship between these two lines. So here's the 4 relationships they could have. They can be parallel. What else could they be? What's the other P word? Perpendicular. They could be the same, or they could be none of those, right? They could just be 2 completely different lines, okay? So what we need to do is compare these 2 lines. Again, this is your review example. We're going to look at the 2 lines, look at their slopes, and see how they would be related. This is your review from yesterday before I start new stuff. All right, so how do we look at the 2 slopes? What has to happen first? They both have to say y equals. Great job today. I'm giving you candy after this because you're killing me again. They both got to say y equals. Does the first one say y equals? Okay, what about the second one? Nope. So my online babies, if it doesn't say y equals, what do we have to do?
Draw the line.
Solve for y. Good, Tiara. Draw the wall. And we're going to get y by itself in the second one so we can compare them. So review from yesterday. Cover your y term. My marker matches my fingernails. That's cute. What do we need to move?
3.
X. How do you move a positive 3x?
Subtract.
Subtract it. Good, Jazz. And what you do to one side, you got to do to the other, right? All right. What am I left with? 4y equals negative what? Good job, Josh. Negative 3x and then minus 24. Remember to put your mx in the front because it's supposed to be mx plus b, right? If y'all learn anything in Math 1, it's going to be daggone mx plus b because we do it about every single unit. So now how do I get the y by itself? How do I get rid of that 4 if it's touching it? Good, divide. Divide by 4. And I got to do it to what, Curtis? Everything. Good. Other side too. So do you guys agree, line 2? If I'm going too fast, y'all slow me down. I think we're okay though. I'm watching my people in class. Line 2, did you guys get y equals? And then on the right, can you do 3 divided by 4? No, so let's see. Do we have to reduce it? Can you reduce 3 over 4? Is there anything that goes into both of those? No, I agree. So this is just negative 3/4 x. What about negative 24 divided by 4?
Negative 12.
Be careful. You're close. It is negative. But
Negative 6.
There you go. 24
Oh.
by 4 is 6. You're good, babe.
Oh, that was a
Just
mistake.
divided by 2. You're fine. It happens.
I thought that was a 2 for a sec.
Oh, you're good. I said in my 3rd period that 6 times 8 was, I think, 42, and they stared at me. I was like, y'all gonna correct me? Dang. All right, now they both say y equals. Again, this is review from yesterday. Look at the slopes. Ew. Ew. It's okay. Look at the slopes. 4/3, 4 over 3, and this one is negative 3 over 4. What did I do? What's the relationship? I flipped it and
Switch it.
switched it. So what kind of lines are these, Jay? What kind of lines are they, babe? Perpendicular. That boy said perpendicular. He was confident. Very good. These are perpendicular. So that is your review from yesterday. Sorry, that writing looks insane. I like mixed cursive with print because I was going real fast. That's like serial killer writing. Anyways, perpendicular. You guys feel like if I gave you 2 equations, because I did this on your test, there's 2 questions like this. If I give you 2 equations, you could like get them in y equals and tell me if they're parallel, perpendicular, neither same?
Yes.
Okay, so are we ready to add on then? You're ready. You should be ready. All right, for today, this is the one thing in notes we're going to write, and then I'm just doing 2 examples, and I'm going to turn you loose. So today we're going to be writing equations. So I need to review the steps for this with y'all. Need to make sure we're good with how we write equations of lines. It actually kind of does. Curtis, you eating Doritos? What you eating? You popped something in your mouth earlier? Oh, goldfish. Maybe that's what we're smelling. All right, writing equations. What two things, if y'all don't answer this, I'm going to be so upset. What two things do we need to know to write the equation of a line? Mx plus b. What's the m? The what?
Slope.
Slope. And what's the b?
Base.
Base or y-intercept. Okay, all right. I'm just making sure y'all with me. Step one, to write an equation, you need to know the slope. Step two, to writing an equation, you also need to know the base. And y'all just told me the base was the y-intercept, right? You need me to zoom in? That's the T-H-E. It's because I was writing fast. One of my kids last semester used to tease me and tell me they looked like me, like Emmy. I was like, you think I wrote know me base? I'm not a pirate. Arg. That is true. Technically, I am because I went to ECU. Very true. Okay. This is where it gets tricky. If they don't give you the slope, y'all know how to find the slope. Get it in y equals, right? Okay. If they don't give you the base, we just talked about it, but they give you a point instead, what do? Who remembers from last week? Some of y'all like, I don't know, I didn't do my work last week. What do? Okay, if they don't give you the base, but instead I tell you a point that the line will go through, what do you do with that point?
Y over x.
Yeah, okay, you put it in for the y and the x. Let's write that down so y'all have it in your notebook for your test. I want you to put a big star by it. Put you a star. If they don't, we're going to write this and then I'll give y'all a second to catch up. If they don't give you the base, but give you a point instead. So if they don't give you the base, but they give you a point instead, you're going to plug the point into y equals mx plus b for x and y and find the base. Because this is the question a lot of you missed on your quiz, and a lot of you were MIA, which means missing in action, except y'all weren't in action, you just weren't doing your work last week. So we got to make sure we all know how to do that. All right, and then step three, once you know the slope and the base, you're going to write the y equals mx plus b equation. And those are your steps for writing equations for parallel and perpendicular lines. So all we got left are the examples. So what is the equation of the line parallel to this equation that passes through this point? So what they're asking us to do ultimately is to do what? Oh no. Yoo-hoo. What are they asking us to do? What's the very first 5 words say? What is the, and that's 6 words, counting is hard. What is the equation? That's 7 words. Oh my God, I can't count. What is the equation of the line? We're trying to write an equation. So at the very end of this, my answer should look like y equals mx plus b, right? Okay, to write an equation, what two things do we have to have? We just wrote them down. Slope and base.
Base.
Very good. So what's the first step y'all wrote down? Look at your steps. That's fine. Look at number 1. What did we write down? Find the what? The slope. So let's look at the equation they gave us. They gave us x minus y equals 6, and we need the parallel slope. Y'all know how to do that. That's what we did yesterday. So I'm going to write down here x minus y equals 6. And can anybody look at that and tell me what the slope would be? Don't guess. Don't guess.
1.
Don't guess. Dang, I would love to know what y'all are using to know the slope when this doesn't say y
Oh,
equals.
0.
No, stop.
Oh my
It
God.
ain't 0. No, you're fine. I'm going to say what I just said again. Listen very carefully. I would love to know how y'all are telling me you know the slope when this equation doesn't say y equals. Do you know the slope? There we go. No. So what do we have to do? Find it by doing what? Solve for what? There y'all go. Lord Jesus, y'all talking about some 1, 0. Y'all just guessing. Some of you guessed right, believe it or not. But you can't guess. I need you to know what the slope is. So we're going to cover y. How do I move this x right here if it's positive?
Subtract.
Subtract it. Good. So we're going to subtract the x over. Is everybody okay with that? Okay, so do y'all agree I'm left with negative y equals negative x plus 6? Does everybody agree? Are we done? Does this say positive y equals? No, we got to get rid of the negative. Good. So how do you get rid of this negative right here?
Divide.
Yes, good. Divide by negative 1. Good job, Josh. That boy said he's getting his extra credit. Divide by negative 1, y'all. Everything divide by negative 1, and those negative ones will cancel. Because remember, that's an understood 1 right there. So look right here. What happens when you have a negative divided by negative?
Turns it to a positive.
It does turn positive. Good, Kier. And then y'all look, remember, if there's no letter in front of the number or in front of the variable, it's an understood 1. So what's negative 1 divided by negative 1? Positive 1x. What is positive 6 divided by negative 1?
Negative 6.
Negative 6. So listen, that is the line that they gave us. I want to make sure everybody's okay with that part, because this is where my students mess up. They want to circle that. And I'm like, you ain't done nothing yet. That's what they gave you. The whole purpose of us solving for y was so we could see the slope, because what I am asking you, make sure you're really listening. They're asking you to find the equation of the line that's parallel to this line and goes through this point. So, first step, find the slope. If it's a parallel line, what should the parallel line slope be? Good, can you say that louder? 1. Didn't we learn yesterday parallel lines have the same slope? Are y'all with me? I'm a little concerned only Gwyneth said 1 and you didn't sound super confident. It's 1. You just found the slope. It's 1. The parallel line has to have a slope of 1. So does everybody agree we're done with step 1? We know the slope is 1. Okay, we're going to write that down. I'm going to write it in orange. We know the slope should be 1. I'm going to circle it because we're about to use that. Now, what is step 2? You can go back and look at your notes. That's totally fine with me. What's step 2? Find the base. Now, Jay, I'm going to talk to you because you bring me joy. Anywhere in that problem, did it say anything about what the base was? Dang, that sucks. That means we got more work to do. There is no base. So Jay, what did you write down for step 2? You got to find it. What did we write with that big star? Read it to me. Good job, babe. Listen, he said, if they don't give you the base, but they do give you a point. Hello, didn't I give you a point right there? Then you're gonna write y equals mx plus b. Hope we all just write that. What is the m we're gonna plug in? Good. I was about to say, y'all better not say nothing crazy. It's 1. We just found it was 1. That's why I had you circle it. Put 1 in for the m. Now, Jay said you can plug the point in for the x and the y. Which one of these numbers is the x? -1. So where the x is, I'm going to go put in -1. Which means the 5 is the, not the base. No. What's the 5? It's a y. Good, because it's in an ordered pair. It's the second one in the ordered pair. That's the y. You can find the base now. Who remembers doing this last week? Okay, Curtis nodded. Yeah, you remember it? There's always 2 of these on the final exam. I bet you $100. And I get mad when my kids miss them because y'all know how to do them. Y'all just lazy when you get to the exam and you're like, oh, I can take the L on this one. Why not? I don't know why you wouldn't do it. All right, we're gonna solve for B. So parentheses first. What's 1 times -1? Dang, what's 1 times -1?
-1.
-1, holy cow. Plus B. Now, how do we get the B by itself? Don't subtract. Cover your B. How do you get B by itself? Add 1. Good job. Add 1. Why y'all saying negative? It's already negative. Oh, like 4 of you said subtract. No, it's already negative. You add it. Do the opposite. What's 5 plus 1? 6. So what is my base? Now, I'm going to pause, see if anybody has any questions. Everybody's okay? Y'all are sure? Okay, so check this out. Is everybody ready? Do we know the slope? What's the slope? 1. Do we know the base now? What's the base? 6. So Curtis, what is my equation? Y equals what? What's my equation? If you know the m and the b, y equals what? 1x. Good job. That's your answer. So the answer for the equation of the parallel line to the line that they gave us that goes through this point is y equals 1x plus 6. Now, I'm going to let y'all keep writing. Make sure we're all on the same page. And I need y'all to be honest. Don't nobody be a liar, because if there's one thing I do not like in this world, it's a liar. Just tell the truth. You cheat, whatever, tell the truth, because I'm going to catch you anyways. That was a lot of work. Yes or no? Josh is like, dang, I don't know if I'm going to do this one. I might just take the L. That's a lot of work. It would be mighty foolish to do all this work and then not do what with your answer? Check it. I'm about to show you how you can check your answer. Isn't that so nice of me? Curtis is like, please show me. Everybody watch. We got 1x plus 6, right? So what we're trying to check is if this line that they gave us and this line that we found, if they are parallel. That's what I'm about to try to check. Y'all ready? Everybody's watching, right? Because this is very cool. I want you doing this on your homework tonight. So I'm going to go to a new tab. I've got my screen pulled up for my people at home. I'm going to go to a new tab. Have you guys heard of Desmos? It's a free online graphing calculator. You don't need these handheld calculators. This one's way better. It's in color. You can zoom it in and out. You can click on points and see what they are. It's real chill. It's just Desmos.com. Now, if you're like, I'm not going to remember that later, check this out. Y'all know our homepage on Canvas, right? Y'all see this thing right here that says Desmos? Hot dang, I put it on Canvas for you. Go to Desmos. So I'm in Desmos. Everybody sees this, right? Let's put in the equation they gave us. So what did they give me, Gwyneth? Can you call it out to me? Just like they gave it to me. X minus Y equals 6. I hope everybody's watching. Curtis is about to get real excited. Doggone if they didn't graph that line for us. It's right here. He said, hallelujah. Now, what's the line that we found? What's our final answer we got? Y equals 1x plus 6. Are they parallel? Look, I can zoom in and out. They don't ever touch. So that's how you know you did it right. People at home, do y'all like that? You can check your answer.
Yes.
Let me show you something even cooler. You ready? What point did they tell me that line was supposed to go through? -1,5. Y'all with me and Gwyneth? So check it out. Our equation is the blue one. So if I find the blue graph, I'm going to close this again. And I'm going to zoom in. If I go to -1, looky there. There's -1,5. Does it go through that point? So you double know that you did it right. Every year on this test, I got kids that put equations that aren't parallel. Like if you graph them, they cross. And I'm like, you didn't check your flipping answer. All you got to do is go type them in. See if they're parallel. See if it goes through the point. That's how you know you did it right. Sound good? I feel like we need to do another one to make sure we're okay. And then I'm going to turn y'all loose. Girls, y'all want another one?
Yeah.
One more. Okay, let's do another one. It was a bad day for some of these children not to join Zoom because I know they're going to have questions. But it's okay. Maybe they'll join later. All right, example 2, very similar. I want you to write the equation of the line that is perpendicular. Let me zoom this in for y'all. Right, the equation of the line that is perpendicular to 2x minus 6y equals 12 and passes through the point 6, -4. So very similar to the one we just did. We're going to write the equation of the line, but this time it's perpendicular, and then there's the equation they're telling us it's perpendicular to, and we know it goes through the point 6, -4. So we need the slope and the base to write the equation of the line. You cannot look at this equation and see the slope. It's not in y equals. So I'm going to bring this equation down, and what do we have to do first so we can see the slope? You said find it. Find what? By doing what? Not distribute. There's no parentheses, boo. We got to put it in y equals. So what do we got to do, Curtis? Okay, move the 2x. You're skipping my very first step when I taught you how to solve equations. Y'all making me have a heart attack up here. Draw your wall. What do we cover? The y. You're trying to solve for y, so we're going to cover up y. Everybody's with me, right? Josh, you with me, babe? Okay. How do I move this positive 2x?
Subtract.
Yes, there we go. There's my kiddo. Subtract 2x on both sides. So what am I left with? Negative 6y equals. Good job, Jay. Negative 2x plus 12. Good job. You good, Josh? Okay. All right, negative 6y equals negative 2x plus 12. How do I get the y by itself?
Divide.
Divide by what, Kiera? Good job, babe.
-6.
Negative 6. What you do to one side, y'all make sure you do to everything on the other side. We're going to divide by negative 6. And these will cancel. You've already done. No, you're good. I thought you were already done. I was like, dang, Speedy Gonzalez over here. So divide everything by negative 6. Do y'all agree? We have y equals. Now, this is where y'all will mess up, and I do not want you to mess up. So really pay attention. 2/6. 6 does not go into 2 because it's bigger. But is there a number that'll go into both 2 and 6 so we can simplify? What number? 2. Good. What happens if you do 2 divided by 2? You get 1. What happens if you do 6 divided by 2? You get 3. And now look, what's a negative divided by negative? Positive. So this is 1/3 x. And then what is positive 12 divided by negative 6? I heard negative 2. I like that. Negative 2. 6 goes into 12 twice, and it should be negative if the signs are different. This is where I'm about to get you. I'm excited because I'm going to make y'all think. Look at what I underlined in my equation. I'm looking for my orange marker. She's MIA. Ooh, nope, she's right there. Come here. All right, look at what I underlined. What is the slope we want to use? No. Why are you looking at this, boo? No. Everybody listen. This is the line they gave me. You can't see the slope from this, so don't look at that. This is what we got. What's the slope I want to use for this equation I'm going to write? I keep hearing, okay, I'm going to talk to y'all. I heard 1/3. Do y'all agree or disagree? They're like, we don't know, just tell us. So people in class, I heard y'all say 1/3. Girls online, any objections? I had no idea. I'm about to be real sarcastic with y'all. Y'all gonna be like, this woman is funny. I had no idea this is how you spelled parallel. I didn't ask for the parallel slope. What did I ask for? That says perpendicular for y'all that don't know English. That's perpendicular. Is the slope going to be 1/3 if we're talking about the line that's perpendicular? Chandler's like, no. What do we got to do to this 1/3? Flip it.
Flip it and switch it.
Yes. So Kiera, if I flip it and switch it, can you tell me what my slope is going to be?
-3/1.
And what's -3/1, y'all? What's -3 divided by 1? -3. This is your slope. Y'all all talking about some 1/3. I told you I was going to get you. You got to read perpendicular. You got to flip it and switch it. So the slope is -3. Is everybody okay with that? Chandler, you okay? Okay. Slope is -3. I didn't tell you the base, but what did I tell you? A point. So I'm going to put mx plus b, and y'all tell me what we can plug in. Anybody and everybody. I hear somebody, what'd you say, Kiera?
-4.
Negative what,
For
baby?
y. -4 for y.
Good. -4 for y. She got that from the point. Does everybody see that? Okay. What'd you get for the m? -3. And what are we putting in for x?
6.
Good. And we can now find the base. Am I losing anybody? These aren't that hard. They're just a lot of steps. That's why I didn't give you that many of them. There's only 2 of these on the homework. The other stuff on the homework is the same stuff from yesterday. All right, what do I do first? Parentheses. Curtis, you with me, babe? -3 times 6 is what? -18. Good, Gwenna. -18 plus the base. Now, before one of y'all fools says subtract, that 18 is already negative. Yes. Do y'all agree with me and Gwyneth to find B, we're going to add the 18 over?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is 18 take away 4? Y'all can use your fingers. What does 18 take away 4? 17, 16, 15, 14. Dang. I'm not asking y'all to do much today. The base is 14. All right, Josh, I'm going to talk to you, boo. He's like, dang, why me? Josh, if the slope is -3 and the base is 14, what is my equation? Uh-huh. Good, -3x. You got it, what's the base? There you go, boo, plus 14. This is y'all's answer. The perpendicular line should be -3x plus 14. Now, once you get that answer tonight on your homework, where are you going to go to check it? Desmos, and all y'all fools talking about some 1/3. If y'all had kept it like that, you would have seen it was wrong. Curtis, you watching? I want everybody to watch because we haven't done a perpendicular one yet. So I'm going to switch to Desmos. Y'all are going to call out to me what line they gave me. So look, I'm going to show y'all really quick. In Desmos, when you're done with lines, you can just exit them. And you're going to start over. So what's the equation they gave us? Somebody call it out to me. 6y equals 12. Okay. 2x minus 6y equals 12. That's what they gave me. I'm going to minimize y'all and drag this over. What's the equation we got? -3x plus 14. Okay. Do these 2 lines, my girls at home, y'all can answer too. Do these 2 lines look perpendicular?
Yes.
Yeah, they look like they cross and make a 90-degree angle, right? And then what's the other thing you're supposed to check? See, good. Okay, Jay said, see if it goes through 6, -4. So I'm gonna zoom in. Remember, we're looking at the purple one we did. Does it go through 6, -4? It sure does. So did we do it right? Do y'all feel like you could do the 2 of these on your homework tonight? There's only 2. The other 4 questions are the same questions from yesterday, where I give